The relationship between India and Pakistan has long been fraught with tension. The two nations have fought several wars since their independence in 1947. The most recent escalation began in early May 2025, following a terrorist attack in Indian-controlled Kashmir. While no group claimed responsibility, the attack immediately sparked accusations and counter-accusations between Delhi and Islamabad. This quickly escalated into military mobilizations on both sides of the border. Both countries placed their armed forces on high alert. Fighter jets patrolled the skies, armed convoys moved towards the border regions. The media on both sides, often reflecting the stance of their respective governments, engaged in heated rhetoric, further inflaming the situation. Images of past wars and the human cost filled television screens. This escalation has cast a long shadow over the entire region. The threat of war, however distant it may seem to the outside world, is very real for the people living in the border regions. They are forced to confront the possibility of losing their homes, their livelihoods, and their loved ones. The global community watched with bated breath. The United States, along with other world powers, initiated urgent diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation, urging both sides to exercise restraint. The fear of a larger conflict potentially drawing in other nations loomed large. In the bustling markets of Lahore and the crowded streets of Delhi, a palpable sense of unease filled the air. Ordinary citizens, already grappling with economic hardships, found themselves caught in the grip of fear and uncertainty. The escalating tensions had a direct impact on their daily lives. The prices of essential commodities, always susceptible to geopolitical shocks, began to soar. The value of the rupee and the Pakistani rupee plummeted against the dollar. The uncertainty led to panic buying, further disrupting supply chains and exacerbating the situation. Small businesses, the backbone of both economies, were hit particularly hard. Fear became a constant companion. Parents hesitated to send their children to school. Farmers were afraid to tend to their fields near the border. Fishermen were apprehensive about venturing out to sea. The psychological toll of living under the constant threat of war was immeasurable. Despite the escalating rhetoric from both sides, the people of India and Pakistan yearned for peace. Having witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, they understood its devastating consequences. The desire for peace transcended borders and religions. In Islamabad, Zakir Khan, a retired schoolteacher, voiced the sentiments of many. Sipping his evening tea, he lamented, "We have seen enough wars. Our children deserve a brighter future, a future free from fear and violence." His words resonated with millions across the border in India. In Amritsar, a city scarred by the memories of past conflicts, young students gathered at the Wagah border, holding candles and chanting slogans for peace. Their message was clear. War was not the answer. They understood that the real issues plaguing their countries, poverty, unemployment, lack of education, could only be addressed in an environment of peace and stability. As the days turned into weeks, the initial wave of panic and fear gradually gave way to a sense of cautious optimism. The diplomatic efforts by the United States and other countries seemed to be having a calming effect. The media rhetoric on both sides also toned down, albeit marginally. The people of India and Pakistan, though still apprehensive, dared to hope for a peaceful resolution. They understood that the path to peace was long and arduous, but they were also aware that the alternative, war, was simply unthinkable. The situation remained tense, but a fragile hope flickered. The human cost of this conflict, even in its nascent stage, served as a stark reminder of the urgent need for dialogue, understanding, and reconciliation. The fate of millions hung in the balance, their hopes and dreams intertwined with the pursuit of a lasting peace.